Just coming up to 6:43. The sun's starting to peak across the horizon. A week from now, it'll be bright and sunny at this time of day as we are springing forward this weekend. Don't forget to set your clocks ahead. Lose an hour of sleep, but that's okay, because we have fun things to do, like Celtic Fest is where we find Dawn.
That's right, a sure sign of spring. Celtic Fest kicks off tomorrow, runs through the 17th, so beautiful music. Thanks very much, you guys. A couple of members of the Paper Boys. I almost hate to interrupt.
Oh, no, interrupt
but we might
away.
be waking up the neighborhood. We've got Tom and Calissa. First of all, sounds great. How big is your, anyone that hasn't seen you, how big is your band actually?
Go ahead.
Oh, anywhere from, we've done trio shows to having usually 8 members with a full 3-piece horn section on stage.
Well,
so.
Thanks for getting up early for us this morning. Tom, Celtic Fest is kicking off. Always a great event. Tell us a little bit about some of the music people can expect to see.
Yeah, we have a fabulous lineup of music coming. It starts this Friday with Alan Doyle. Then on Saturday we have a tribute to the Pogues, to Shane MacGowan and the Pogues. Following that we have the Ceilidh on, and all these events are going on at the Imperial. The Ceilidh features ourselves, the Paper Boys, as well as Mark Sullivan and Andy Hillhouse, as well as a band from Quebec called Fasta. Then we also have Delhi to Dublin on the Sunday, and we wrap up on the Monday with a concert at the Orpheum, at the Annex of the Orpheum with April Virch.
Wow, so much great music. And there's also some workshops in Ceilidh. I know that we're going to get, or I'm going to get a little bit of a fiddle lesson later, but you are doing some workshops, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm doing a fiddle workshop at Tom Lee. That is on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, there's lots of music, there's dance, there's food, there's all sorts of fun things, and of course there's also a parade. I'll let you get back to waking up the neighbors here at Doolin's. By the way, Celtic Fest kicks off on the 6th, runs until the 17th. There's lots of things to come and do. For more details on schedule, Jody, people can check out the website. But again, we've got lots more coming up, including a little bit of Irish dancing later and whiskey tasting.
That is my kind of morning there, Dawn. Off to Doolin's Irish Pub we go.
Yeah, we're getting ready for Celtic Fest, which kicks off tomorrow, runs through until the 17th, and we're seeing some beautiful dances here right now. I'm going to get you guys to take a bit of a break because, Leslie, thank you very much. We'll stop the music for a sec. Leslie, I need to see if I can get even close to this. These are, by the way, well, they're getting ready to compete in the World Championships.
That's right, they go at the end of the month.
Fantastic, well done. I don't know, how young do people start? Because I mean, I'm a little bit older than I think the average beginner Irish dancer.
Generally about 4 years old, so you're maybe one or 2 years. Yeah,
a little bit senior
late.
than that? Okay, so let's get a few basic steps here.
Okay, so you want to use the ball of your foot. For this is called a treble, or some people call it a rally. Okay, so that's a treble.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to help us out here? Okay, so we're going to start with a bang, and then we'll do step, treble, hop, back. Okay, so bang, step, treble, hop, back.
Back.
So yeah, so bang, step, treble, hop, back.
Okay,
Good.
hey, that's not
Very
bad.
good.
All right, so,
well done.
All right, thanks for the help. Okay.
You can join us at the World.
Now we got to get going a bit faster, right?
Okay,
so how fast do we want to eventually be? Hold on, let me see if I can do that one more time here. So.
Good. And then the left foot does the same thing. Sorry. Sure, you've got 2 right feet.
When are the actual professionals actually going to be dancing?
Well, we'll be at the parade. We're at the Welsh Choir on the 13th, and all of that is lots of fun before we head off to Montreal. We've got Western Canadian champions performing at the World Championships in Canada, so that's exciting.
Great. We'll cue the music as we get ready to go back to Thor. Again, Celtic Fest runs tomorrow right through the 17th, and the parade happening on the 15th. Thor, we got lots more, including a whiskey tasting coming up just before 8 o'clock. Yeah, exactly. And you know, when I think of whiskey, Joel, and I'm sure there are a lot of people like that are kind of scared now of all these options here, because you kind of think of, hey, didn't my grandpa drink whiskey or anything like that? When you know, it's kind of scary.
Absolutely. Usually can be daunting for sure.
But usually those are kind of those peaty ones that are kind of like really harsh.
Absolutely.
for someone that's just a beginner. So let's maybe talk about some great beginner options for people out there and how to properly taste.
For sure, absolutely. Whiskey can be a very daunting thing. You know, often we sort of associate it to, you know, our grandfather's big and smoky glass of scotch. But there's a lot of range in whiskey, and that's really why it's a beautiful place to start. You know, Irish whiskeys are very delicate. American whiskeys like this bourbon here from Bulleit, very clean, very crisp, very sweet with a little bit of corn to it. You know, moving up into some of the scotches like your Johnny Walker Gold, you're going to get hints of honey and dark chocolate. So very, very soft.
And you say this one might be a good one for me to try. It's oceany. So when we properly taste whiskey, what is the process here?
Take a little smell of it.
Okay.
Often we'll say, you know, a nice soft smell in, give a little air, and then back into the glass. Then take a swish into your mouth. You're going to hold a good amount of liquid in there for a good couple seconds. Let it roll around, let all those flavors coat.
It burns a little bit. It's something that you have to take easy. You're not shooting this back.
Absolutely, absolutely. You want to roll that in your mouth. That tingling is going to soften. You're going to get a lot more flavor from it.
Yeah, and so when people are participating in the whiskey tastings that are offered at Celtic Fest, there's something for beginners. And also, what's great is there's something for connoisseurs as well. So what can people expect from those events?
Really just sort of a basic overview. We're doing Whiskey 101 at around 6 o'clock on the 11th.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later on, around 8, we're doing a little more of a connoisseur focus. So a little more in-depth, a little more detail.
And for anyone at home that has a whiskey, you know, perhaps in their cabinet, and they're thinking, hey, maybe I'm going to serve something after dinner one night, what might be a good pairing for it?
Chocolate, definitely.
Chocolate with whiskey.
In a case of something like this Johnny Walker Gold label, a little bit of dark chocolate, a little bit of walnuts maybe with it. Fantastic.
Fantastic. Well, you can check out one of the two, or maybe both of the whiskey tastings, Celtic Fest, from the 6th until the 17th. Details on their website. We're going to take a little break here on BT. Oh no, Christian, you can't do that. No, you're working. Oh, that's for me. Okay, we'll be right back. Now we're hanging out at Doolin's Pub all morning long, getting ready for Celtic Fest, which kicks off tomorrow, runs through to the 17th. And I hate to interrupt you, Calissa. Calissa, by the way, one of the many members from the Paperboys. You also teach locally. And I'm thinking, well, I got the stance right, so it won't matter really if I...
No, I was noticing earlier you look like a fiddle player.
Oh,
it's great.
That's good. If I could just stand there holding the fiddle, I'll be okay. One of the great things is with Celtic Fest, you are actually doing some workshops for people.
I am. I'm doing a workshop at Tom Lee Music on Saturday.
That's why people can look at whatever the date that is. People can look at it.
Good, because it is early.
So let's get a little fiddle playing 101 if we might. I got the stance right.
Perfect.
Good.
So I'm going to get you to grab your violin here with your left hand.
Okay.
Or that's good too.
Is that okay like
yeah,
this?
let's just put it up on your shoulder.
So we should point out too, this what is this here?
Oh, there's just a little shoulder rest going on. That's just going to help you keep it up so your arm doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting.
Okay. Oh, good, perfect. It's not that heavy though anyways. First of all, what's the difference between a fiddle and a violin? Is it kind of the same?
There's absolutely no difference. People will always say fiddles are a little cheaper, but...
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, and I've got the bow.
Yeah, you've got the bow, so we're going to get your bow hold set up. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm going to angle you a little differently here. Perfect. You got it there, and we're just going to get it onto the string.
Okay.
Go ahead and just see if we can get some noise coming out of your...
So that sounds good. So...
Yeah. Back and forth, big long bows.
This reminds me of when I was in band, like back when I first started in band in school.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm not playing a specific note, I'm just, well,
I'm going to help you out here. We're going to get onto the what we call the A string.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. I could add my little Irish dancing to that and we'd be gold. I could probably sit in with the Paperboys, do you think? No?
Absolutely.
I don't think so. I don't think I'll be sitting with the Paperboys, but you can catch the Paperboys. You can catch also many other acts. There's the parade happening on the 15th and whiskey tasting so much. As we go to break, would you mind showing us how it's really done? More details on Celtic Fest, you can check out their website. We're going to take a break here on BT. What will the weather hold as we get ready for yet another weekend? Russell Kate has those details.